A new analysis of more than 100 of those financial institutions being bailed out with your tax dollars shows they were throwing buckets of money at their top executives just last year before the industry tanked.
I think it's disgusting that Bank of America is receiving bailout money.
Merrill Lynch, in the midst of that financial crisis, was sold to Bank of America. But Peter Krause organized something in his contract with Merrill Lynch that said if the company were to change ownership, he'd get a $25 million payout.
Private jet travel is perhaps the greatest perk of all for corporate CEOs.
It is unlikely that Bank of America will change their practices on their own. Why would they? They're making too much money.
Every person who's been defrauded by these institutions should have the opportunity to redo their loans so they can rest a little bit easier and they can have less on their heads and their hearts.
Bank of America played a number of roles in the housing crisis.
At its peak, Countrywide Financial Corporation was the nation's largest mortgage lender, a $500 billion home loan machine, generating about 1/5 of the country's mortgages each year.
My name is Cloyd Miller, and I have a Countrywide home loan.
Critics call Countrywide a poster child for the subprime lending crisis.
The mortgage companies have lured people in, saying that they could have their dream of owning a home and gotten them into mortgages that the realtor knew, the broker knew they could not afford in a couple years, and in some cases in 2 months.
He came with, go ahead and take this, and in 6 months you'll be able to refinance and get the kind of loan that you want to get.
The $4 billion buyout announced today allows the firm to continue operating and gives it access to the vast reserves of one of the nation's biggest banks.
Things did not change one bit since Bank of America has taken over Countrywide for me, and no one that I've heard from.
I think that Bank of America buying Countrywide Mortgage and Merrill Lynch with its predatory loans puts on the bank an obligation to be responsive to borrowers in trouble. It's an obligation that they have not acted very well on.
This morning, it's now been confirmed Bank of America, the #2 U.S. bank, will buy MBNA Corp. for $35 billion.